Hello and welcome in live to the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here. Hello and welcome in live. And as soon as we're live, we're going to go to the national anthem. So let's do that now. Presented by Gilmore Voice Studio.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to.
And welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Brandon Bird here with you as we are all set to kick things off here. A little bit hectic trying to do an audio stream and the NFHS stream. We're a little bit worried about our audio output. We will try and make sure that that is up and running. And there's the kickoff. It'll be received by the Tigers in the end zone for a touchback by McConnell. So the Tigers will start with the ball here against this Montrose team, the number 1 seed coming into today. Both teams undefeated, looking for a trip to the state title game next weekend at Empower Field. So the Tigers will come out. Blake Barnett will come out here for the Tigers in the shotgun. A little bit banged up is Blake. Barnett takes the snap, hands off, left side to Thyssen. He'll submarine his way forward before he's met by a slew of white jerseys, and he'll pick up about 3. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 here for the Tigers after a gain of about 4 from Caleb on first down. Barnett in the shotgun, claps his hands. He'll run read option, keep it himself, cuts it back to left. Oh, and he is pelted hard. He picked up maybe a yard on the play, but that'll bring up a 3rd and 5. You could hear an audible roar from the Montrose Indian crowd. And I'll tell you what, Tiger fans, this Montrose crowd has traveled really well here today, especially for a trip over the mountains. 3rd and 5, big moment here on the first drive of the game. Barnett in the shotgun, 2 wide to each side, takes it. He's going to run it himself over the far side, following some blockers. He's got the edge, lowers the head, has the first down, and a little bit more as he spilled out of bounds. Picks up about 7 yards on the carry. Had at the 25 all the way up, and they'll spot him out at the 30. Let's see here. Looks like the 31-yard line for a pickup of 6 yards there from Blake Barnett, and the Tigers get the first down of the game. Now Barnett in the shotgun here. He'll clap his hands, takes the snap, looking, fires, has Oxiger down the seam, and Oxiger rumbles his way across the 40, bowls over a defender, and he'll pick up 15 yards across to the 46-yard line. And so the first pass of the game is successful for the Tigers. Aiden Oxiger on the catch. He's got 148 yards receiving on the year now, does Big Ox. Missed a significant portion of the first part of the season. Now Barnett takes a snap. He'll throw screen out to Nichols. Nichols catches, tries to churn the legs forward, and he'll pick up only about 3 yards up to the 49. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. So Gage Nichols quickly into the game. Tigers feeling like they could maybe run a little bit of screen game here. Now there's the give to Thyssen around the left side, over the first down line across the 40. And so the Tigers, a good first drive here and a pickup for Thyssen of 10 yards on his carry. Now another give up to Thyssen in the middle, and he'll kind of drive his way forward for a pickup of 1 yard. And folks, I'm not 100% sure All right. Appears to be that our audio is working. So 2nd and 9. Blake takes the snap, fires the slant. It's caught there by Oxiger. He backs his way up to the 30. That's right where they need to get the first down. Needed 9, picked up 9, and another first down from the Tigers. Big Ox going to be a big part of today's game. The Tigers driving it here on Montrose on this first possession. Now Barnett will come out, ball spotted at the 30. 9:05 remaining here in the quarter. Barnett in the shotgun here. He's got 2 wide to the far side. He's going to give it to Thyssen, makes a sharp cut, but into the arms of a Montrose defender and just kind of drug down for a short gain. A pickup of about 2, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Tigers. Barnett checking in with the sideline. He's got trips to the far side of the field. Gage Nichols split out here to the near side. Barnett scans the defense, claps the hands, fires the little out route to Lettuce on the little bubble screen, and Lettuce reaching forward. Going to depend on the spot. He was kind of drugged down. He had the ball out in front of him, but they're going to say he's a couple yards short. So only picked up about 6 there to Caden Lettuce. Mr. Carpenter talked to him before the game. He said that Caden Lettuce was his breakout performer. And now there's a keeper there from Blake. He bounces off a defender, and he'll be corralled out of bounds. And Blake, who a little bit gimpy here coming into this game, doing well so far. A little 8-yard pickup there for Blake. Now 1st and 10. Barnett, ball spotted at the far hash at the 14. He catches, looks right, fires the curl to Oxiger, has it over the middle, and he somersaults into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. And so the first drive of the game, the Tigers find pay dirt, and it's a 14-yard strike from Blake Barnett to Aiden Oxiger, who's been quiet for much of this year due to an injury, and the Tigers need him in a big way today, and he comes through with a touchdown, and it is a 6-0 lead here for Erie with 8:10 remaining in the first quarter. So the Tigers will shift into extra point formation. Lettuce the holder. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Tigers lead it here 7-0 at home. We will take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you after a huge opening drive touchdown there for the Tigers. And you kind of got the feeling that's what the Tigers needed, was an opening drive score, because this Montrose team, they're going to be really difficult to stop, and they will chew through clock. You might remember Erie, they took on Fruita Monument. Well, Fruita Monument is like Diet Montrose, or Montrose Light, if you will. And they run a tight double wing offense, so we're going to see a lot of running plays coming from this Montrose side. And if you remember in that game against Fruita, really Fruita had their way offensively against the Tigers. And the Tigers stopped him cold in the second half, but it wasn't until they built that lead that they were able to stop him cold. Welcome back. Or there's a handoff over the left side of the formation. A little bit tough to see. Montrose, a massive humanity. And I believe getting that carry for the Indians was Blake Griffin, number 25. Little 5-yard carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 here for Montrose. By the way, if you're listening to this on the Erie Tiger Network, we are not going to probably say the score and time as much as we did last week because we are also broadcasting this live on television, if you will, on NFHS Network. So just bear with us if we're not constantly saying it. It's because we're kind of treating this as a TV call, if it were. There's an offside call on the Tigers, and that's their first penalty of the game. And you might recall last week they had a bushel of them. So that'll bring up a fresh set of downs, and then a false start on Montrose. Now that gave Montrose a first down on the offside. Now the false start will back them up. It'll be 1st and 15. So 1st and 15 here for the Indians. Ball spotted the near hash at the 37-yard line. Here goes the snap. Little misdirection. A counter to the far side, kind of dancing and grooving over that right side is Gabe Miller. And he just kind of weaved and pecked his way for about 9 yards on the first down carry, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6. So Gabe Miller will give him 8 yards on the carry with his first carry of the game. Wareham, the quarterback here. Gage Wareham, a sophomore, under center here for the Indians. He'll fake it, throw it the out route. That's caught out in the flat. Big yardage over the 50, the 45, across the 40, and finally wrestled to the turf all the way down to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 19 on the pass play to Blake Griffin out of the backfield. And so a fresh set of downs here for Montrose. That 1st and 15, no challenge for them, picked it up in 2 downs. 6:04 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0 Tigers lead it. Ball spotted at the 36 on the near hash. Double wing formation. They'll shift the tight end across the formation. That's Oberg. Wareham takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback, the dive man, and a pretty good hole there. And Blake Griffin will plow his way forward for about 5 yards. And Blake Griffin, a couple good carries so far for him. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 here for the Indians on their opening drive. Ball spotted at the 31 between the hashes. Tiger defense trying to figure out how they want to defend this run game. Same formation for Montrose. Tight end will shift over to the right side. Double wing. Fullback in the backfield is Griffin. Wareham takes it, hands it off. It's a sweep going around the right side. Cutting up, makes a move. Into the open field is Hartman. Hartman will finally spill out across the 15 and picked up a decent gain there from the 31 all the way down to the 16. A 15-yard pickup for, I believe that was Ethan Hartman. So same formation here for Montrose. 1st and 10, and they do a hard count, and the Tigers jump, and I think that's Jackson Kogel on the penalty. And so a couple of penalties here for early, or penalties early here for the Tigers on this defensive series. Earlier in the season, we saw the Tigers jumping offside a lot, and they've kind of cleaned that up as the season has gone along. So a fresh set of downs, 1st and 5 here. Under center, Wareham. He will give it up the middle and not a whole lot of room. But, you know, the pile just kind of pushed forward, and a pickup there of 4 yards. Wasn't quite sure who had the carry that time for Montrose. So first and no, they will give him the first down. So 5-yard pickup. They say he got it to the sticks. So 1st and 5 here for the Indians, or 1st and goal rather for the Indians on the 6-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Quickly to the line out of the huddle go the Indians. A quick count. There's the give, and getting into the backfield is Gavin Malik, and he twirls the runner around and slams him to the turf. And that was Torrey Eckerman, rather. And so it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 6. Wareham under center. Now looks to the sideline, and I think Montrose either trying to signal, it looked like they were signaling for a timeout. Instead, they were just signaling the play in. 2nd and goal here. Wareham really taking his time, checking the play at the line. Now sends a man in motion. The little give over the right side and slicing his way through the defense and plunging into the end zone is Blake Griffin. He's got a 6-yard touchdown, and we are all tied here. Well, not quite all tied. An extra point away here from being tied. But both teams score on their opening possession. And it's capped off by a little 6-yard run there by Blake Griffin. Kicker, here's a big fella, Sandy Leva, and he'll kick that one. It was almost blocked there by Erie. And the kick is up, and it is good. We are all tied at 7 apiece. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network here on the NFHS Network today. 3:18 remaining in the first quarter, and we are all tied at 7 apiece. And the kickoff will go to Erie here from the 40 with the wind, and this one is sent a little bit shorter this time. McConnell, the returner, your starting center, returning for the Tigers. He'll take it up over the right side. A big burst of speed there for McConnell, trying to get to the edge. He's across the 40. There are flags coming back in behind the play. The flags, in fact, 2 of them are laying at the 36-yard line. And you got to imagine with the offense, they even know what's coming. They're walking it back. And so this will move the return back a little bit for McConnell. That's still maybe one of my favorite things I've seen in high school football is your starting center returning kicks. And that's also why they can feel like they have a pulling center, tough to account for defensively, because he's one of the more athletic linemen in the state is Ryan McConnell. 3:09 to start this drive here in quarter number 1 for the Tigers. The ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line. Barnett in the pistol here. Thyssen behind him. Claps his hands, hands it off to Thyssen on the dive. Hesitates, bounce off a defender, and leans it forward. A decent pickup there for Caleb up to the 31. A gain of 5 on first down. Caleb quickly with 5 carries for 22 yards here in this game. And how integral has Caleb been to the Tigers' success so far this season? 2nd down and 5 here for the Tigers. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide to the far side. Claps his hands, gets Montrose to jump, and Montrose returns the favor. Both teams D-line a little bit jumpy here in the early going. They want to make plays, and the Tigers offense and the Montrose offense sensing that and forcing both sides to jump. And so a fresh set of downs for Erie. Ball spotted at the 36. Barnett checks in with Coach Wooch on the sideline. The signal's coming in. Trips to the far side. Ball spotted at the near hash on the 36. Barnett claps the hands, gives it to Thyssen. Trying to run behind the pulling McConnell. Breaks through a tackle and finally slammed down to the turf from behind, but he picked up 12. We'll give him 13 yards, 14 all the way up to the 50-yard line for Caleb Thyssen. Good patient running, kind of used Ryan McConnell, had the blockers set up, and just followed him and squeaked through the gap. Now fresh set of downs, nose of the football right at the 50. Barnett adjusting the play, claps the hands, takes it, gives it. Thyssen knifes through a hole and just kind of swum his way through an arm tackle and presses his way forward for a pickup of 7. And Caleb Thyssen finding some running room here in this first set of downs. Excuse me, this second series. So 2nd down and 3 here after the 7-yard carry. Barnett takes the snap, hands it off. Again, Thyssen, a little power run, and kind of tripped over a leg as he got across the line of scrimmage. He fell down, only picked up 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here for Erie. Kana will come into the game for Thyssen. He needs a breather. Barnett in the shotgun here. He's got 2 wide, Oxiger and Nichols to the near side. Ball spotted at the near hash, claps the hand, runs speed option out to the far side, has a slew of blockers, has the first down and twisted out of bounds. A pickup there of 3, maybe 4 yards for Barnett. A little 3-yard pickup for Blake, but does the job, moves the chains, and the Tigers have another first down here. First and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball is spotted at the far hash. Barnett catches, throws the bubble screen. That's behind Lettuce, had to adjust, or that's Klickna actually. Jalen Klickna, I think, got it past the line of scrimmage. Will depend on the spot, and they'll give him a yard on the, and I think that'll technically be a run play. When you look at that, that might have been a backward pass. Had Klickna dropped that, he might have had to jump on it. Now Barnett in the shotgun here. Kana flanking him to his right. He's got trips to the left. Clasps the hands. Looks downfield. Now being pressured. He'll flush to his left. Looking downfield. Fires a strike. Has a man. That's Nichols. Bobbles. Breaks a tackle across the 20 and gets drugged down at the 19. A nice gain there for Gage Nichols. A pickup there of 18 yards on the pass play. And all day to throw was Blake, and he put it on the money, and Nichols was able to haul it in. 18 yards, and now Barnett quickly to the line of scrimmage. Tigers trying to operate with some speed. Barnett claps the hands, looking, fires the swing route. It's blocked. Ooh, and they'll say that was a forward pass. I tell you what, with the angle that Thyssen was running out of the backfield and where Barnett threw that, that could have almost been called a backward pass that was batted forward, and that could have easily been called a fumble. Tell you what, 26 seconds left here, quarter number 1. We're tied at 7. 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the 19. Barnett in the shotgun, takes it, hands it off. Thyssen squeezes through a hole left side, and he'll fall forward across the 15 down to the 14 for a 5-yard pickup, and that'll set up 3rd down here for Erie. Tigers cycling some linemen in. Gilly into the game here for the Tigers. They'll have Mason Kogel. And no, they're not going to get the playoff. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's 7-7. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you live from Tiger Stadium at the end of the first quarter of play. It's 7-7, and the Tigers will have it 3rd and 5 on the 14-yard line. So glad you could join us, Tiger fans. Don't forget to follow us on social media, on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. They'll send Klickna in motion. Barnett will hand it off to Klickna, who's in motion and nowhere to go. That was stacked up nicely on the edge, and he lost a yard to Jalen. Tigers trying to go side to side a lot here today. A loss of 1 there for Klickna, and that'll bring up 4th and 6, and the Tigers obviously going to go for it. That's their MO all season long. Barnett in the shotgun, claps the hands, rolls to his right, looks, fires toward the end zone. It was behind Lettuce, and he reached back for it, and it glanced off his hand, incomplete, and a turnover on down for the Tigers. It was a little rollout, throw back to the left, and just threw it too far behind him was Blake. Lettuce had a man covering him in the end zone. I couldn't quite tell if that was tipped or not. So with 11:21 left to go here in quarter number 2, Montrose will get the ball, and the Tigers did nothing to slow them down on that first drive. So Indians with the football. Handoff right up the middle. Big hole. Blake Griffin. Oh, 1 man to beat. That was Reeves. And Reeves lassoed him around the ankle and yanked him down. Otherwise, Blake would have been gone. So 1st and 10 now at the 27 after the 11-yard carry there by Griffin. Tiger defense hasn't really been able to figure out how to stuff the run. Now they'll hand it off to Griffin again over the right side. He got hit at the line of scrimmage but spun around, had a bunch of momentum going forward, and picks up 4 yards on the carry. And it's every time they touch the ball, they're getting 4 or 5 yards at will against this Tiger defense. They'll have to adjust and figure out here how to stop this attack. Logan Gilmore in there in the middle. Tigers only with 2 down linemen right now. Montrose trying to adjust. Tigers 8 in the box. Fake to Griffin. Handoff on the sweep out to the far side. McConnell read it well, and a slew of Tigers. I think that was Miller on the carry. No, that was Ethan Hartman, and he ends up picking up 2. So 3rd and 3 here for Montrose. Erie Tiger crowd getting into it. To the line now. There's the snap, handoff to Griffin. Sneaks through a hole and presses his way forward for 5 yards and a first down. And right now, the thing, you had a couple Tigers that looked like it was kind of bottled up, but the line of scrimmage is just moving. Those Montrose linemen moving Tigers down the field. Tigers trying to shuffle in and out some subs here. Now Wareham under center. Wareham gets it, gives it up the middle, and that time Gavin Malik read it well and stopped Griffin in his tracks. A gain of 2. That's the thing, though. Gavin read it well. They still get 2 yards on the carry. So 2nd and 8 here for the Indians. Ball just across the 40 in Montrose territory. Wareham under center. He'll send a man in motion. Now it's a little counter give. Griffin ran into the back of his own player and then lurched his way forward, maybe picking up another 1, maybe 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down and a long 5. Man, he somehow pushed his way forward there. Longest 3rd down that Montrose has had to try and convert. Wareham quickly to the line, under center, double wing, hard count. Tigers don't jump. Now he'll look off to the sideline. Tiger defense still watching that ball. They don't want to be caught off guard. Now they're crowding, showing blitz up the middle in the A gap. They'll back out of that with McConnell and Malik. Here comes the handoff on the end around, and the Tigers are there. It's C.J. Reeves. He came up and made the stop at the line, and then falling forward for about an extra yard that time was Gabe Miller. He'll pick up 1, but that'll bring up 4th and about 4 here for Montrose. So now they have a decision to make here toward midfield. Do you punt it or do you go for it here on 4th down? Tiger sideline trying to get the crowd to be loud. They don't want them to shuttle in the play so easily. Montrose really taking their time here. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a timeout. Now they're out of the huddle. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 4. Wareham under center. He's got double wing in the backfield. There's the snap. He'll run play action. Rolling to his right. Looks downfield. Well covered. Knocked away. Excellent coverage that time. Derek Hall was with the tight end step for step. That was Ashton Oberg. And he just reached up his left paw and knocked it down. And a turnover on downs for Montrose. And it'll be Tiger ball with 7:34 remaining here in half number 1. It was excellent coverage on the rollout pass. That pass was actually placed pretty well. But better coverage there and a huge play made by Hall. Now the Tigers will take over on offense. Ball spotted at the Montrose 44. 1st and 10. Barnett in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gives it. Thyssen lowers the head and chops his legs through the middle up to the 40. And a 4-yard pickup there for Caleb on 1st down. Caleb 54 yards rushing already here in this first half of play. Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage. 7:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Barnett scans. He's got 2 wide to the far side. Ball spotted on the near side here at the 40. Lettuce down here with Oxiger. Now he'll throw the little curl route. Ooh, that was dangerous. Tried to place it in a pocket. Klickna pulled up early. A little bit of miscommunication. And then Klickna kind of pressed down the field, got hit as the ball came into him and couldn't hold on to it. Just kind of floated up there. Seemed like it was up there for an eternity. 3rd and 6 now for the Tigers. Barnett checks in with the sideline. Coach Geiger was talking to the official. Thought he might be asking for a timeout. Barnett claps the hands, takes the snap, runs Reed, gives it to Thyssen. Well defended, and Thyssen finally cuts it up the field after being strung out to the far hash, and he will get a yard, and that'll bring up 4th and 5. And you can see why this Montrose team, they have been giving offenses fits all season long. And they're really shutting down this Tiger offense over the last 2 drives here. 4th and 5, the Tigers bring out Evan Rearick. They'll line up in the punt formation. Blake Barnett is still out there, though. Montrose is confused. They're running all over the place. Now the Tigers will shift. Barnett is the slot receiver. Evan Rearick is the quarterback. Rearick will send Barnett in motion. He'll fake the snap, try to get Montrose a jump. They will snap it, and he'll punt it away, and he misfires the punt, and it's caught by Barnett just past the 1st down marker. That's a punt, not a pass, everyone. And it'll turn out to be a 6-yard punt. Not how you drew it up, and if you're Erie, I don't know. I'm just kind of in the mode right now against Montrose. I don't think you can get too tricky. You either punt it when you need to punt it, or you go for it when you need to go for it. They wanted to draw Montrose offside. So 1st and 10 for Montrose. They have it on the 33. There's the give up the middle to Griffin, and Griffin, no, it was kept by Wareham. Somehow he pulled it out of the belly of Griffin and then kind of snuck his way over the right side and ends up picking up 7 yards. That was kind of the old triple option. Ride the fullback as long as you can and then pull it out if it's not there. And the sophomore did well that time. It is. So 2nd and 4 here for the Indians. There's the snap, the little reverse on the inside give. It was, I think there was a handoff and an exchange in the backfield, and emerging with the football was Hartman. And Hartman, a decent gain there of 13 yards for a first down into Tiger territory. Ball spotted at the 48. So 1st and 10 here for Montrose. Ball spot at the far side hash on the Tiger 38. Split back for Montrose. Wareham takes it, gives it to one of the backs, and he just lowers the head and, I mean, was almost parallel with the ground, but continued moving forward and picking up 5-6 yards. I believe that was Hartman again. So 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. Ball spot at the far hash. Ball on the Erie 43-yard line. Wareham will send a man in motion. He'll give it to the guy running from the far side to the near side. Big first down yardage across the 40, the 35, across the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Man, and they are so tricky, our Montrose. And who was that on the carry? That was Ethan Hartman, I believe. Picked up about 18. That was so deceptive. Quickly to the line is Montrose. Hand off to Hartman again on the little kind of flex bone sweep, if you will, who cuts it back in, and he'll pick up 3. So 2nd and 7 here for Montrose. 3:39 remaining here in the first half of play. We're live on the Erie Tiger Network and the NFHS Network. If this isn't suiting your radio ears, you can tune in and watch. Not fully calling it for an audio-only call, in case you're wondering why I'm not saying the score and time and the location all the time. 2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle. Griffin had plenty of room and then was kind of sandwiched as he crossed the 20, but he'll be inside of the 18-yard line and a 6-yard pickup that time for Blake Griffin, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2. 4 down territory, 3 minutes left. Montrose will get the ball out of the half, so the Tigers either they got to make a stop and get the ball back, or hope if Montrose does score inevitably that they score with enough time left for the Tigers to get it. Wareham under center. He's got dual wide to the far side. First time we've seen that today. He'll hand off the fullback Griffin. He jumps over the pile and lands right at the down to gain marker. I think he got it. The initial spot from the official looked like he was going to give. No, they will mark him just short. So 4th and, half a foot. The initial spot by the referee as he was running in was past the marker. They're actually going to come out and measure. So this is right at the line to gain, just outside the 15-yard line, about the 15 and a half. They'll stretch out the chain, and I think he's got it. He does by about half a football. That's what it looked like initially when he jumped over the pile. And a fresh set of downs with the rolling clock. And I tell you what, if you're Erie, you've got 3 timeouts. Your coach Geiger might need to start using them here. Clock is rolling, 2:27 and counting. Montrose, they're content to be patient here. 7-7. Wareham slowly walks into the huddle. Montrose now in clock melting mode. They don't want to give it back to Erie. Wareham under center, double wing. They'll send a man in motion. There's the handoff to Griffin over the right side, and he'll just plow his way forward for 5 yards. Man, it seems like there's not much there, and then before you know it, by the time the ball carrier is called down, it's always a 4 or 5 yard gain. Clock will continue to run. 1:49 remaining. Wareham under center again. Hard count. Tigers don't jump. Now Wareham looking to the sideline. Once again, if you're Erie, you got to think about using your timeouts. Maybe waiting to see if Montrose will get a first down. There's the handoff. No, a little pitch out to the far side, get in the corner for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. A touchdown for Ethan Hartman with 1:24 remaining here in the first half. And it was a good little, once again, it was just the misdirection. And Hartman was able to tuck it into the corner. And what was that, a 12-yard run, 13? 11. And so Montrose on here to kick the extra point to give Montrose a 7-point lead. Tigers almost blocked the last extra point. We'll come after this one again, and oh, I think that was partially blocked, but still snuck through. It was either partially blocked or just kicked like a knuckleball. That almost didn't have enough distance. It was pretty much down the center. That's why I thought it was partially blocked, but it's 14-0 or 14-7. Montrose leading, 1:24 remaining here in the first half. So the Tigers 3 timeouts with the football, an explosive offense, and if you are Erie, you feel like right now you have to score. By the way, this game brought to you by Gin Realty, broadcasting live from the Gin Realty broadcast booth here on the NFHS network, the Erie Tiger Network. Be sure to check out Gin Realty online at ginrealty.com. So now Montrose set to kick into the wind here. So the Tigers have a little bit of wind. By the way, back deep is Kana and Thyssen, not McConnell. Don't see McConnell on a training table or anything. Maybe just wanting to give him a little bit of a breather going both ways. Kana will take it from the 5 on the far side. Kana cuts across between the hashes, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, now slung down right as he gets to the 30, and that's exactly where they will spot him here. So the Tigers will need to go 70 yards in 1 minute and 15 seconds. They do have 3 timeouts. And the wind kind of dying down here in the stadium, but if it's any direction, I think it's at the back here of Barnett. Barnett takes the snap here on first down, being flushed from the pocket, will throw down the sideline. He has Thyssen over the 40, across the 30, dragging a defender down to the 26. And a big pickup there for Caleb. 44 yards, 45 yards on the pitch and catch there. Barnett rolled to the near side and had Thyssen on the little shark wheel. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 1:10 remaining. Barnett in the shotgun, he'll switch. It's Kana now in for Thyssen. Gets it, he'll just run it straight behind Kana. Has the edge, good block by Kana, and Barnett will roll out of bounds, but a good pickup there from the 25 all the way down to the 10, a 15-yard pickup. That was well blocked that time by the Tigers. 1:01 remaining. Now if you're Erie, do you need to slow down a little bit? Still have all 3 timeouts. Got to imagine we'll see a running play with Thyssen. Here's the snap. It's the same exact play. Left side keeper by Barnett, angling toward the goal line. And, man, that's just – he's not touched till he's well down the field. It picks up 8, and he's 2 yards short of the goal line. 41 yards rushing now for Blake Barnett, who's a little bit hobbled coming into today. Maybe not even a little bit, but maybe somewhat significantly. But if he's anything like his older sister, it won't matter. Toughness in that Barnett family. 2nd and 2 now. Barnett in the shotgun has Thyssen flanking him to his left. Hard count. Here's the snap. The give to Thyssen. Lowers the head and plows across the goal line with 15 seconds left here in the first half. And so the Tigers strike, and they strike real fast on a 2-yard touchdown plunge by Caleb Thyssen. And the Tigers an extra point away here from tying it up with 15 ticks on the clock left. Well, you said it was almost, you felt like a must score here. And the Tigers have not trailed often this season. How would they respond? And they respond well here. They trailed against Bear Creek earlier in the year, and that's pretty much it. But trailing here in this second quarter. There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good from Harner. So the Tigers tie it up 14-14. We'll stick right here with only 15 ticks of the clock left here in the first half. And what a drive that was. And that first play really set the tone. Barnett, tell you what, Barnett has had great protection. He slid in the pocket to his left and floated it, I mean, perfectly. And that's what you needed if you were the Tigers on that first play. And then they just steamrolled the left side of that Montrose line. And it was basically just a quarterback power over the left side. So 15 seconds left here. Montrose will get the ball. The wind is at Erie's back. With Dom kicking, you got to feel like pretty good shot at getting a touchback here. Erie will kick off to start the second half. But you got to execute the last 15 seconds well for either team. We have seen some shenanigans at the end of halves in these high school playoff games. Tigers in their kickoff formation, they do the little dummy onside kick, and now they'll shift out into their regular kick coverage setup. Ball spotted at the near hash on the 40. Dom checking the wind, checking the placement of the returners. Now he's going to lower his head and boots it high with the wind, but short. This is returnable and almost dropped back there at the 2 or 3. Tigers trying to get down there and cover. And a decent return across the 20 up to the 23. And with 8 seconds left, that might do it in the half for Montrose. We'll see. I'm sure they'll do a running play if you're Erie. Just can't get gashed here. In fact, they will send out Caden Lettuce and CJ Reeves pretty deep here. I don't think they're too worried about a Hail Mary or anything, but more than anything, kind of maybe a run prevent defense. 8 seconds left, and there was a penalty, by the way, on Montrose on the return. So this is going to move the ball all the way back to the 7-yard line. So 1st and 10. Things kind of slowing down here. Now Montrose will come out with 8 seconds left. Wareham under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Griffin. Jet Cooper meets him, drags him to the turf. And about a 3-yard pickup there for Griffin, and Montrose will let the clock run out. So at the end of one half of play, it's 14-14 here in the state semifinal. We're 24 minutes away from sending a team to the state championship. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you on the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. Teachers Who Tutor is a teacher-created company located in Erie. They tutor students K through 12 in all subject areas. All tutors are certified teachers. Teachers Who Tutor finds the perfect tutor to match your child's needs. Whether you're trying to get your kiddo up to grade level, extend their learning, or prep for the SAT, they're here for you. Contact them today at teacherswhotutor.biz. And let's take a look at some of the halftime stats. You won't see it on your screen. We don't have that graphic queued up and ready. We will just show you. There's the score, 14-14 here at halftime. In a packed house here today. And, man, I tell you what, there's like a zillion cars parked on the south side of the stadium. And I don't know if they're using that as overflow parking, but a lot of people watching from their tailgates. It's a lot of fun out here today. 2 passes for Montrose, 1 of 2 for Gage Wareham for 19 yards. Rushing 145 yards unofficially on the ground for the Indians. Torrey Eckerman had 1 yard. Gage Wareham had a run for 7. Gabe Miller had a couple for 9. Blake Griffin with 12 carries for 56 yards, and Ethan Hartman with 8 carries for 73 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. The one catch, by the way, was Blake Griffin that went for 19 yards. For the Erie Tigers, Blake Barnett threw 11 passes, 111 yards, no interceptions, 1 touchdown. That was his 24th touchdown pass of the season, averaging about 13 yards per attempt. Here today on the ground, the Tigers 98 yards rushing in that first half. Blake Barnett accounted for 41 of those. Caleb Thyssen for 57 of those on 12 carries. The Tigers are averaging a little over 5 yards per carry. Aiden Oxiger, he had 3 carries as well as 3 catches as well as a touchdown for 38 yards. Gage Nichols, 2 catches for 21. Caleb Thyssen, 1 big catch for 45. Caleb Lettuce, a catch for 6, and Jalen Klickna, a catch for 1 yard. The Tigers, 209 total yards of offense in the first half. Montrose, 164. I believe both teams have 2 penalties for about 10 yards, a complete opposite of last week when both teams, it was a flagapalooza, if you will. And so 14-14, the score in this first half. That was the halftime stats brought to you by Teachers Who Tutor. Both teams trying to push their way to the state title game. That'll be next Saturday at Empower Field as, well, that is where 4A and 5A football have their state championships. Some scores from around the state on this semifinal Saturday. Pine Creek currently leading Chatfield in the second quarter with 4:30 remaining. That's 14-7 in that one. Cherry Creek up big on Legend in 5A in the second quarter. That's 21-0. Valor currently leading Grandview 21-6. That one with 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. At the start of the second quarter, Fort Morgan is beating Lutheran 14-7, and we still don't have a score report, at least on the Colorado Prep scoreboard, from that Roosevelt Meade game, although that one's also on the NFHS network, and I'm looking over here to Alyssa from Boco Preps trying to get the score, and she's saying, give me a minute, burn some more time. I'm not sure. That Eaton Brush State Championship game for the 2A State Championship, that will happen at 6 o'clock tonight. The 1A State Championship game, it's currently Centauri, undefeated Centauri, leading Lyman with 7 minutes left to go in the first half. 14-7, Centauri over Lyman here today. Yesterday we had a couple of state championships. The 6-man state championship went to Cheyenne Wells, a 62-21 winner over Stratton. And Haxton, the Haxton Bulldogs, they won it big, 40-0 over Mancos in the 8-man state championship. Those were both yesterday. So that's a look at your scores from around the state here on the semifinal Saturday. A couple state championship games. And, well, we are going to take another timeout. When we come back, we will have the second half. They're still about 6 minutes away, so a little bit of an extended break here for us to catch our breath and get you all set here for half number 2 on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
You are watching the ETN.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
And welcome back into halftime here. The very tail end of halftime. The teams are back out on the field. They'll have a couple minutes of warm-up here, but while we have a moment, really like to thank our sponsors that make the streams like this possible. Jen Realty, she's been a proud sponsor of Erie Athletics since, and an Erie resident specialist since 2005. 3M Farms, who's excited for the upcoming holidays? 3M Farms, Erie's own nursery and garden center, now they have fresh cut trees as of yesterday to get you into the holiday spirit. Follow them at 3M Farms Erie for holiday hours. Follow them on Facebook for special events, including a visit by Santa. 3M Farms, a proud supporter of the Erie Tiger Network. And, of course, course, Worth Chiropractic. They helped us get a couple free subscriptions here today for the NFHS. So a huge shout out to Worth Chiropractic and all they do for our athletes and our fans here. So if you need a little adjustment, be sure to check them out down there on Briggs Street. So glad you could join us here for this 4A semifinal, and it has been a good one so far. The Tigers took the opening kickoff down the field. They scored it. Montrose answered right back. Then the Tigers turned it over on downs on a dropped fourth down pass. And then right back, Montrose came and scored again. Then the Tigers got it back with only about 1:15 left, and they went right down the field and scored in 60 seconds to tie it up. And so there's only been, 5 total possessions in this game so far, and we've had 4 touchdowns. So it has been anything but a defensive battle. Oh, that's right. Montrose did have a turnover on downs themselves. That's right. I forgot about that. So the Tigers will kick off to start half number 2. Montrose will start with the ball. Now, when we saw that Fruita game a few weeks ago, the Tigers were able to, I'd say, pretty much shut down that Fruita running game in the second half. The difference is you had a little bit of a lead. You don't have that here with Montrose, so they can stick to with what has worked well for them all season long. And this Montrose team, gosh, they have been just so impressive when you look. Obviously undefeated, but they've played some tough teams. They started the season with a big win against Grand Junction Central, 46-6. They beat Fruita Monument in a tight one, 26-22. Knocked off Durango, 39-7. Palisade, 35-7. Grand Junction, 54-7. They beat Palmer Ridge, who the Tigers beat last week. That one was in Monument. That was a 28-21 victory. They absolutely destroyed Heritage, who's playing in the semifinal here today, 56-12. Vista Ridge, 42-28. Air Academy, 50-7. Ponderosa, 19-14. Big wins over Denver South and Fountain Fort Carson to get here. And they've scored 499 points coming in today. They've given up 164. You look at Erie. Erie's given up 168, only 4 points more, but they've scored about 50 points more at 543. So both teams just kind of equal dominance, and really the Tigers lucky that the Chassa rules fell the way they did, and they get to host this game. But 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and they are tied here at halftime. So the Tigers will kick here to start half number 2. As Dom will set up, they will go left to right on your radio dial. Montrose right to left, wearing the white uniforms, red helmets, red numbers. And so Dom will kick into a slight breeze here. So here we go. Kickoff team is ready. The Tigers once again dummy the onside kick. Montrose will back out of it. As well, they had kind of the hands formation, not so much the hands team. And now Dom will send this one deep. The Italian absolutely obliterates that kick. I tell you what, that one was into the wind. The other was with the wind. With the win, he kicked it to the 5. I don't know if he had super adrenaline or went Hulk mode or what, but he kicked that 3-4 yards out of the back of the end zone that time, did Dom. And so Montrose will start it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So start of half number 2. What kind of adjustments do these two teams make? If you're Montrose, you just have your normal offense. You keep running it, I'm sure. What can the Tigers defense do to adjust to stop the run? 1st and 10, Wareham under center. Spins, gives it to Griffin, and Griffin gets met at the line of scrimmage by Reeves and dropped after a gain of 2. Reeves, he's playing pretty banged up right now. Kana's playing banged up. Gage Nichols playing banged up. Blake Barnett playing banged up today for the Tigers. 2nd down and 8 here for Montrose. Ball spotted at the 22 between the hashes. Montrose will come out here with A fullback and 2 wings. Now they'll shift their tight end across the formation. That's Oberg. Wareham takes the snap, gives it to Griffin. No, he'll keep it himself. Nowhere to go, the Tigers. Big stop there on both runs, and now that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Tigers showing a little bit more gall there along the D-line. Now the Tiger crowd getting way into it here. They are loud for this one. We'll see if we can mix in a little bit of crowd noise on our NFHS stream. We can't do that on our audio stream. 2 different systems running. 3rd and 8, ball spotted at the far hash. Wareham under center. Now he'll check the wristband. Checks the play at the line. Tigers showing blitz. There's the little give on the reverse. No, it's a fake reverse, but doesn't matter. The Tigers had everyone defended there, and a huge hit from Caleb Thyssen right near the original line of scrimmage out there on the far sideline, and no gain there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And I think that was Hartman on the carry, and so Montrose will go 3 and out here to start the half. How about that defensive adjustment? Coach Geiger is a defensive guy. Making adjustments in the locker room. Punt is away, kind of a wobbler, fielded at the 39. Thyssen makes one man miss. He's across the 45, across midfield. Thyssen trying to break through a tackle and gets cut down at the 46 in Montrose territory. And that is where Erie will start with the football on a decent return there from Thyssen. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers out of the locker room. So 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the far hash. Kana, the running back, with Barnett 2 wide to the far side. Oxiger in motion. He'll motion to the far side as well. Barnett catches, gives it to Kana. Left side, presses the hole. Now bounces it out, puts his foot in the ground, and spurts forward for a gain of about 4 yards for Trey. I believe that is Trey's first carry of the game. And for Trey, he will get a bulk of the carries next year, that's for sure. The Tigers will certainly miss Caleb Thyssen, but you got a good one right behind him in Trey Kana, explosive athlete. 2nd and 6 here. Barnett catches, gives it off to Trey again, going around the left side, follows blockers, has the edge, cuts it across the 35 up toward the 30 before he's finally shoved out of bounds. And a pickup there of 13 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers, nose of the football right at the 30. Thyssen will check back in. The Tigers have really been working the left side of their line. They'll hand it off. Thyssen that time on the inside, and there is a lost helmet from Montrose, and the big fella without a hat, Demarion Lopez, meets Caleb Thyssen at the line of scrimmage and just slams him down, and then a flag comes in. Now, here's what you got to ask. Was that an illegal hands to the face? Is that what caused the helmet to fall off, or are they saying a dangerous play there? No penalty is the call, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they threw a flag. I don't think you're supposed to be involved in the play if you lose the helmet, but if it's unintentional and it just kind of happened, who knows? Thyssen will pick up only about a yard there. 2nd and 9. Barnett adjusting the play, swiping across his chest, trips to the right, gets the snap, hands off Thyssen left side, and tried to burst through a hole. He was kind of lassoed around the ankles as he crossed the 30 and just leaned it forward for only about a 2-yard pickup. So that'll bring up 3rd and 7 here for Erie. Barnett, he's got trips to the near side. Takes the snap. He's just going to run it himself over the left side, and he won't get much. Good swarming defense that time for Montrose. Bodie Greiner on the tackle, and Barnett on 4th and 7 picked up 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 picked up 4 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 3, and the Tigers going to go for it. And you get the stop for Erie This is a huge moment in this game for both these teams. Ball spotted at the far hash at the 23. Barnett, trying to get the Montrose defender to jump. One started to, but was able to catch his balance. Now Barnett resets in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right, flat-footed, now being flushed, fires, and fired incomplete. He had Nichols, but his platform was moved, was Barnett, and couldn't quite set his feet, and Barnett is fired up. I think he's upset with Gage Nichols, saying, you got to run the out route there. Either way, it's a miscommunication, incomplete, and the second fourth down, the Tigers have thrown an incomplete pass and don't convert, and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now for Montrose. They have it at the 23. Wareham under center, hands it off. Griffin jumps over the line, spins off a tackler, and Reeves will just grab him around the ankle and twist him to the turf. And Griffin, a carry of 2 on the play. Tiger run defense a little bit more stout here to start half number 2. 7:45 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Montrose ran pretty up-tempo in that first half, slowing things down here a little bit. Ball spotted between the hashes at the 25. Wareham under center. Tiger D-line shifts. There's the little sweep, the reverse give. The Tigers read it well, and just kind of twisting, spinning his way forward was Hartman on the little reverse counter play, and he'll pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and long here for Montrose. So with another 3rd down play here for the Indians. Ball spotted at the 29. They got to get to the 33-yard line. Wareham under center. They'll send Hartman in motion. He'll run play action. The pass is caught out of the flat. A fumble's on the turf, or the ball's on the turf. Who got it? I think Montrose jumped back on it, and they do. The ball came loose, and they were able to jump on it. There were 2 Indians in the area, and I wasn't sure who jumped on it. But about an 8 or 9 yard pickup, and I'm not sure who, I don't know who caught that and then fumbled. I think that might have been Hartman. So fresh set of downs here. That was Hartman. 1st and 10. Handoff Griffin up the middle. Just kind of slaloms his way from right to left and then falls face first. He face planted right at the 40. And a pickup there of 3 yards for Griffin. Tigers doing a better job of bottling up Griffin after he started off pretty hot in this game. 2nd and 7. Wareham under center. Hard count. Tigers flinch but don't jump. Now Wareham checks with the sideline, looks at his wristband, and will reset here from the far hash. But nose of the football right at the 40. Hartman takes it, hands it off. Griffin up the middle. Decent hole that time, and just kind of being pushed forward, and a stalemate as he's on his feet, and forward progress called after a 6-yard pickup there. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. And that is what you, if you're Montrose, that's what you want to do, is you want to live in 3rd and 1. It's the 3rd and 5 or longer that's a lot tougher for that offense. So Tiger defense will get into it. This is a tough one for them, because Montrose eats 1 and 2 yard gains for breakfast. Wareham under center. They'll run the little counter spin. They give it on the sweep, and that is more than enough yards for the 1st down. Gabe Miller, and a penalty, and I think that's going to be on Erie for a late hit. It was a pickup of 7 for Miller. And I think we're going to see a personal foul here to tack on 15 more. I have no idea who committed that. That happened on the far sideline away from us. And they're saying Ryan McConnell came in late. Thank you, Ethan, spotting for us. 1st and 10 here for Montrose. And the Tigers missed that huge opportunity after the 3 and out. Wareham under center. He'll hand it. There's the little reverse counter play in the middle, and that was better blocked that time, and no one was home on the backside for Erie. And Hartman will pick up 7, maybe 8 yards. Ethan Hartman with 84 yards rushing today. Montrose up to 175 on the ground. They're slowing down here. 2nd and 3 with 4:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 14-14. Wareham will come out under center. They'll give it to Griffin over the middle, and he stumbled as he crossed the line of scrimmage into the arms of McConnell, but needed 3, picked up 4. And that's enough for a 1st down. And they'll move the chains. Or rather the chain, as Larry Zimmer would say, because it's only 1 chain, not 2. 1st and 10. Ball spotted toward the far hash at the Tiger 23. There's the fake play action. Pass back over the middle, intercepted! Intercepted by the Tigers. There was no one there, and it's Derek Hall, and that's his 2nd big play in the pass game, and then a flag coming afterwards on the Tigers for the celebration, and a flag. Was there a flag in the backfield? Tigers are incredulous. Let's see what's going on. Coach Geiger's upset. The Tiger fans are booing. I don't know if this happened before, after, during. There is a flag at the 31, and that's kind of in the area of roughing the passer, and that's what it is. A sideline warning for Erie. And that will wipe away an interception. That is a huge call in this game. Do we have that queued up? I don't think we have a look at what happened in the backfield. So 1st and 10 for Montrose. Man, what a huge game-changing call. I didn't see what happened, but it was huge. 1st and 10 for Montrose. Ball at the 11-yard line. Wareham will give it off to Griffin off the right side, ran it off tackle, and the Tigers stack that one up well. A gain of a yard, and that's it that time. Man, a huge interception, roughing the passer call that wipes away the interception and gave Montrose a 1st down, and now 2nd and 9 here on the 10. Wareham under center. Gets the ball, the little pitch out to the near side. Tigers trying to pursue. That's McConnell out there on the edge. And not a ton of running room. Derek Hall came up and made the play as the ball carrier Hartman crossed the 10. The Tiger fans really want a holding call. I didn't see anything, just kind of a massive humanity in there. A pickup of 2. They're actually going to give him 3 yards on the carry, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the 8. Man, playing against this offense, you got to be so disciplined defensively. 3rd and 6. Tiger fans all on their feet here, trying to pump their team up. And now a timeout is going to be called by Montrose. Timeout on the field. It'll be 3rd and 6, 2:24 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick timeout as well on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird and our student broadcast crew here with you. We've got Jen May up top. We've got Ethan Dillinger, Spencer Blaylock operating the control room here. I'm Brandon Bird. 3rd and 6, 2:24 left to go here in quarter number 3. Ball spotted at the 7. Wareham under center. He's going to keep it himself. Play action. Fires behind the receiver. It's caught, but falling down after he made the catch was Blake Griffin. That is going to be right on the down or the line to gain marker. They might have to measure this one. If that was a better placed pass, that's a touchdown. Griffin had to turn around and catch it, and he fell backward. And so this is going to be real close, and they will have it by half the football again. And so it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. 2:17 remaining here in the quarter. Tough when all your keys are run keys and they throw play action at you. So 1st and goal from the just outside the 1. I even think the nose is touching or kissing up to the 1 there. Time running under 2 minutes now to go in the quarter. Wareham under center. Tigers trying to stack the box. Wareham takes the snap, hands it off. Griffin plows forward in for the touchdown. So Griffin, a 1-yard touchdown run, gives Montrose the lead again with 1:46 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And you had a fumble that didn't fall into Erie hands. You had an interception that was wiped away. And right now, the ball not bouncing Erie's way. You could have argued that the ball didn't bounce their way last week against Palmer Ridge either. But Montrose executing at a high level here today. Here's the extra point. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is out. Man, it's almost blocked again, but it is good. Tell you what, if this game comes down to a Montrose extra point, don't be surprised if it's blocked. So 21-14, Montrose with the lead, 1:46 remaining here in quarter number 3. And this explosive Erie offense needs to find their footing. They have turned it over on downs twice in Montrose territory. And just aren't quite in sync. Back deep to receive is Thyssen and McConnell back there as well for the Tigers. And I've never wanted a kid to return a kick for a touchdown more than Ryan McConnell. Never. If you are watching from Montrose, this is the Erie Tiger Network crew, so we apologize how one-sided we're being. And this one is taken by McConnell at the 1. He'll run it over the near hash. McConnell just trying to steamroll some people as he crossed the 20 up to the 25. And now Logan Gilmore reaching out, trying to stretch out that calf, cramping up a little bit. But the Tigers will start at 1st and 10 from the 25. So Logan Gilmore will come out. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the near hash. Barnett takes the snap, looks downfield, looking, being pressured, steps up in the pocket. He's sacked, and he's slung down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple there for Barnett. And right now, Erie offense sputtering a little bit. Seemed like they had found their footing through the second half of the season, but today it hasn't been easy like we've seen it all year. And that's what Montrose has done to every team. They're kind of a single high safety cover 3 team, and they don't vary much, but teams can't do much against it. Now Barnett takes the snap again, looks, fires the deep curl to Nichols, who comes back to catch it at around the first down marker. It'll depend on the spot. It was a good little pitch and catch there between Barnett and Nichols, and I'm surprised the Tigers haven't gone to that more. 11 yards on the pickup there for Nichols. 3rd and 1 here. Barnett under center. He's going to sneak it. Barnett's met at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he's going to get it. I could hear the coaches in the box next to us. They were yelling, sneak, sneak, sneak. They saw that on film. They adjusted, and they made the stop, and it's 4th and 1 after no gain there for Barnett. 20 seconds left to go here in the quarter. 4th and 1. Tell you what, Tigers are going to go for this, but this is... If they don't get it, it's the game. They need to get this. I think they're going to let the quarter run down and talk about this in the timeout between quarters. They will. That'll do it here between quarters. 21-14, Montrose leaves. Erie will have a 4th and 1 when we come back here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose from.
Welcome back live, Erie Tiger Network. 4th and 1 here. Ball at the 35. It's the start of the 4th quarter. Barnett's in the shotgun. Thyssen flanking him. Takes the snap, runs read, gives it to Caleb, and Caleb had one mission, and that was to get a yard, and he got 2. That was straight north and south running there from Thyssen, and that is a huge play for the Erie Tigers. Yes, technically it was south to north on the field orientation. Tigers going right to left on your radio dial. 1st and 10 here. Barnett looks, has all day, fires, has Lettuce, and Lettuce got snapped in half when he caught it, but he held on to it across the 50 into Montrose territory at the 47. A 14-yard pickup there between Barnett and Lettuce. $17-yard pickup. There's the snap. Give to Thyssen. Weaves through the hole. Still on his feet. Churns the legs and then gets pushed backward as he got it up to the 40. A 8-yard pickup. 9-yard pickup there for Thyssen. Ball just across the 40 into Montrose territory. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got trips to the right side. Barnett claps the hands. Here comes the blitz from Montrose. Barnett being flushed to his right, trying to elude a defender. Oh, he fumbles the ball. He put it up in the air. The Tigers are trying to get to it. Did Montrose pop on it? They did. Barnett was trying to throw it. It slipped out of his hand. The ball hit the turf, and the Montrose Indians have jumped on it at the 46-yard line and have taken it over with the lead and 10:42 remaining. Barnett, who typically has the athleticism and speed to get outside, and just running the ball does not look quite like he has all year. And that time it cost him as he got hit and coughed up the football. It was right as he was about to go into his throwing motion and kind of had that empty hand. So 1st and 10 for Montrose. This becomes imperative for the Erie defense. Montrose will shift. Ball spotted at the Erie 47, or excuse me, at the Montrose 47. There's the handoff to Hartman on the outside. He, oh man, got his hat knocked off his head as he lowered it, and he ended up picking only up maybe 2 yards. And he lowered his head. It was a helmet-to-helmet collision, and someone's lid popped off. And now Hartman will have to come out for a play. 10:24 and counting here. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at their own 49 for Montrose. Wareham will come out under center, this time split back in the backfield with Griffin and Miller. And now a timeout is going to be called by Montrose. That is their 2nd timeout of the half. So 10 minutes on the dot remaining. The Tigers trail by a touchdown here after the fumble. And man, you talk about the ball not bouncing Erie's way. On the Montrose fumble, it bounced into Montrose arms. On the Erie fumble, it also bounced into Montrose arms. And that just, I don't know, I think there's even a stat for fumble luck in the NFL, and fumble luck not going the Tigers' way here today. So 10 minutes remaining. This game brought to you by Worth Chiropractic. If you're straining your neck or back from cheering too hard, be sure to check out Worth Chiropractic as they look to get you back into the game. Worth Chiropractic on Briggs Street in Erie. Tiger fans, we'd love for your support. You can click on the Patreon link in our YouTube video. Our audio only call the game. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. So here we go, 2nd and 8. The Tiger fans have been fantastic this game, pretty much on their feet the whole game, and they're on their feet again here. Ball spotted at the far hash at the Montrose 49. Wareham under center, takes the snap, turns, gives. It was a little like scissor action in the backfield. You had the running back crisscross behind the fullback, and that was good enough for 6 yards, 7 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1. Montrose will go quick. The Tigers shoot in the backfield, and they get the stop. It was Eckerman that got the carry, and he lost 2, and the Tigers exploded off the ball, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. And now a penalty. Oh, boy. The umpire was in the Tiger huddle, essentially, and then threw a flag. This has got to be on Erie, right? How do you throw a flag on either team when there was no confrontation? So what, you're saying that someone said something? You can't have a call that big in that moment. There was no late hit. The players weren't engaged with each other. And so the referee just hears something and decides to make a game-altering call. So 4th and 3 goes to 1st and 10. You got to be kidding me. How do you make that call? 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 31. Now Montrose really wants to take their time. 9:25 remaining here in this game. At the Tiger 31 is where the new ball is spotted. There's the snap. It's a fake and it's a give. Whoa, no, it was a, goodness. So many fakes, I lost who had the ball, and I think it was Griffin that plowed his way forward for a gain of about 6 there. And if you are Erie, you got to find a way to get some quick penetration, to get some tackles for losses. That is another difficult penalty for the Tigers to swallow. 2nd and 4. There's the snap, the give to Griffin up the middle, and he'll fight his way for 3 yards, and he'll be a yard shy. So 3rd and 1, 8:39, but this is Montrose. This is what they do, and now they are eating the clock. Erie players trying to get the fans a little more engaged for this 3rd down play. Wareham will come out. He'll have Griffin behind him. He's the fullback. 2 wings. Double tight this time. Now Wareham drops back, adjusts with Griffin. He will give it to him left side. Big hole there, and he's across the 20 and has easily enough for the first down there. And they'll pick up about 5 or 6. So 1st and 10. You know, I wasn't there. I don't know what the referee heard. I'm just surprised you make that call. If you're Erie, just shut your mouth and play. That's the other side of that coin. Just shut your mouth and play. 1st and 10. Now here for the Tigers. Wareham under center. They'll shift the tight end to the near side. That's Oberg. Tigers showing run blitz. They'll try to penetrate in the backfield. The handoff to Miller, weaving through the defense and finally gets strung down. I believe that was C.J. Reeves, or no, Derek Hall that came up, but another gain of 6 yards on the little end around over the right side. Montrose has rushed for 213 yards. 2nd and 4, or a short 5 here for Montrose. Ball at the 13. Here's the handoff. Griffin up the middle, dives forward. Short of McConnell. It'll bring up another 3rd and 1, but that is pretty much the game plan right now for Montrose. 6:48 and counting. If Montrose scores even a field goal here, it's a 2-possession game, and they have just devoured clock. 3rd and 2. Ball at about the Erie 9.5 here. Tigers, they've got 10 men in the box here. Montrose gives it to Griffin. Plenty of room there across the 5 down to the 4, and a 6-yard pickup there for Griffin. So 1st and goal from the 4. Man, you got to think a touchdown probably ends this game unless the Tigers can recover an onside kick, but they also got a score, which they haven't done in this half. Tigers on the brink here. Montrose trying to punch their ticket to the state championship next week. Wareham under center. Hands it. Griffin up the middle, spins at the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown, a 4-yard score for Blake Griffin, and it's a 2-score game for the Indians. And now if you're the Erie offense, you're in desperation mode. Here's the extra point for Montrose. They've been a little dicey today, but they've been successful. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's pulled, but it is still just inside that upright, and it is a 14-point lead here for Montrose with 5:45 remaining here. So 2 huge personal foul calls and a fumble. The difference right now in this game. And what do you have dialed up if you're Coach Wooch? But you look now, Montrose has rushed for 226 yards on the ground. Not only does that eat through yardage, but it is a clock burner. So 5:45 remaining. Kind of taking their time here. Montrose will kick toward the south into a little bit of a breeze here. You have Kana and Thyssen back to return here. This one high, and it will be fielded by Kana at the 5. Kana trying to get some blockers, and pretty good coverage that time by Montrose at the 27. And if you're Erie, not only do you need a score, but you need to score quickly. You do have all 3 timeouts. You'd like ideally to use none of them here on this drive. Oh, we've talked about them facing adversity. What happens when they find themselves trailing on the scoreboard? And that's what we have here right now. Barnett in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, being flushed from the pocket toward the near side. He's going to tuck and run out at the 30 and slung down. And, man, Blake just does not look as explosive as we're used to seeing. Only about a 4-yard pickup there for Barnett on first down. So 2nd and 6 here for Erie. He did get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 5:29. Ball spotted at the 30 or at the near hash at the 31. Trips to the far side. Barnett claps the hands, drops back, looking. Now he'll step up, fires the swing route to Thyssen. He's got a little bit of room, stutters, breaks a tackle, or no, got tackled. Thought he stiff-armed the man down to the ground and then couldn't get away from him, but he'll pick up about 8 yards on the pass play there. But gets a fresh set of downs. Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage. Barnett checking the play, trips to the near side. Ball spotted at the 38. And Montrose will jump offside. That is our unrostered, well, no, that looks like Aya jumped offside. Tane Aya. So a 5-yard penalty here on Montrose. That'll bring up 1st and 5. Under 5 minutes now as the clock is running. Barnett gets the snap. Looking. Has the fade route. He's wide open as Klickna catches it with his fingertips. He slowed up a little bit, and he had to jump up, and he fell backward at the 20-yard line is where he hauled that one in. And that was a 40-yard pitch and catch from Barnett to Klickna. Now Barnett again, looking, has pressure in his face, fires over the middle, and Klickna makes the sliding grab over the middle. Big back-to-back catches there by Klickna. That from the 20 down to the 5, a little 15-yard pickup. Tigers trying to go quickly, 4:23 remaining. They have it 1st and goal now, just outside the 5. Barnett hands it off. Kana knifes through the hole, tries to press it down, and he's stopped inside the 1. A little 5-yard pickup there. The Tigers got to go quick, though. Barnett to the line under center. He's going to sneak it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers, 4:02 remaining. That was lickety-split for Erie. You needed that. You still got 3 timeouts. And it was set up all by the 40-yard pass play from Barnett to Klickna. And now the Tigers set to do the extra point here with Harner to kick this one. 4:02 remaining. And the Tigers have life. Dead silent in the stadium is right. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. 28-21. We'll take a quick timeout, catch our breath here on the ETN.
You will be pleased.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Let's go live. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 4:02 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Tigers trail it by 7 here. So glad you could join us, whether it's on the NFHS network or on our YouTube stream. Over 500 of you listening because you're not seeing anything. It's just black. So the Tigers lining up in their usual little dummy onside kick. The question is, do they do it here? And they will. Here's the little poocher toward the sideline. The Tigers get it. They get it, and they run it up the sideline. Oh, it was so well executed. It was a player that was split out to the near side. Sean Thomas Francisco. The Tigers clumped in the middle, and Dom perfectly placed it like a soccer cross to the near side, and Sean Thomas came up and scooped it up. No one was there for Montrose. It was like a little designed pass route almost. Holy cow! What a play. The referees are going to talk. I don't think that he can advance the ball after a recovery. It'll still be Erie ball, but I think this will be back toward where Sean Thomas caught it. He caught it and took off up the sideline. It's still going to be Erie ball. So it's still Erie ball, and the fans are going wild. What an onside kick. I've never seen anything like that. The Tigers all huddled up near the middle except Sean Thomas, who, if I had to guess, was probably standing like he was standing on the sideline. And Montrose never accounted for him. That was immaculate. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Montrose 48. Instant classic. Ball spotted at the near hash. Barnett in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to his right, has Klickna, fires, jumps, catches it, spins, gets tackled down shy of the 40 and 7-yard pickup there on 1st down from Barnett to Klickna. And right now, that's the connection that is rolling for the Tigers. 2nd and 3. Ball just outside the 40. Barnett with trips to the near side, takes the snap, hands off Thyssen, runs it around the right side, trying to get to the corner. Oh, man, he is hammered as he got maybe a yard. It looked like he was going to have the 1st down easy, and then all of a sudden an absolute rocket dressed in white came up and pelted him out of bounds. So 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Gives it. Thyssen submarines his way for a 1st down. Needed 2, picked up 3, and got the 1st down. 2:56 and counting here. Tigers trail at 21-28 here in this one with the ball driving. They got the onside kick. And now trying to score again. Barnett with it, fakes, looking, fires the deep outcut. It's Oxiger with it across the 25, and he spills down just in bounds. Clock will continue to run, but another good play there of about 13 yards from Barnett to Oxiger. They'll give him 14 on the play. And for Big Ox, that's his 4th catch of the day for 52 yards, 2:25 and counting. Ball spotted at the Montrose 23. 2 wide to each side. They'll send Klickna in motion to the far side. Barnett will roll the pocket, looks, fires over the middle through a tight window, and Oxiger with the catch, and he'll pick up 9 yards. And that's one of those that kind of makes you clench up when you see that ball whistle through the air. So that'll bring up 2nd and 1. 2 minutes and counting. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got Thyssen flanking him to his left, 2 wide to each side. Barnett catches, looks, now flush to his left, has a man in the end zone, it's clicked there, he catches for a touchdown with 1:43 left. And the Tigers are holding up 1, and they're an extra point away here from tying this up. And we're trying to see where that ball was snapped from, so we know how many yards that was. Let's see, that was a 14-yard pass play And Barnett and Klickna have been magical. Tigers will shift it back for the extra point here. Minute 43. Got to execute here. And Coach Geiger trying to get a timeout, and he does. Came on late. He might consider going for 2. He wants to talk it over. He had 3 timeouts. Oh, man, you burn a timeout for that. And I don't think you call a timeout to adjust the extra point. I think you call a timeout because you want to go for 2. Oh, Tiger fans. I can barely catch my breath here trying to call this one. I can't imagine how you Erie fans and Montrose fans are feeling at home. This is quite the game. Holy cow. So let's see what the Tigers do here. I'm looking for Barnett. I think he's in the team huddle here. So it looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2 here. They want to go for 2 and take the lead. They don't want this to come down to an extra point. We saw this against Pueblo East a few years ago, and it worked. A lot of time left on the clock. So here we go. The Tigers going for 2 to try and take the lead. A minute 43 left. It'll be an untimed down. With the ball spotted at the 3. Tigers quickly out of the huddle and quickly to the line of scrimmage. They'll quickly snap the ball. Barnett will run it to the left side, trying to get to the corner. He dives across the goal line, and he scores, and the Tigers take a 1-point lead. The stadium is literally shaking. They are pounding on the press box windows. Holy cow, Tiger fans. Can you believe this? With a minute 43 left to go, the Tigers have a 1-point lead. This is a magical Saturday, and this is far from over, Tiger fans. Montrose has run at will. By the way, in the other semifinal, it's 21-21. My alma mater, Pine Creek, playing against Chatfield. So the winner of this game will get the winner of that game. Folks, I've never felt the stadium shake like it did on that 2-point conversion. So now, Dom, you got to imagine that he will be so adrenaline juiced that he'll just boot this out the back of the end zone. So here you go. Dom set to kick this one off. Here's the kick. This one a sidewinding bullet through the back of the end zone. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Montrose at the 20. Now, Tiger, what do you do if you're the Montrose offense? You only have a minute 43 left. You got to go to the air, you think, a little bit, but you've also been able to run it at will. Two timeouts for the Tigers, 1 for Montrose. Ball spotted between the hashes. That's where Montrose will take it, 1st and 10. Warham under center. He'll roll on the play action, looking downfield, fires wide open on the far side. It's caught across the 40, the 50-yard line. No one from the Tigers saw the backside wheel route, and that one's all the way into Erie territory at the 40-yard line. A gain of 40 yards. And I think that was Hartman on the catch. That was a amazing play design, and no one was there on the backside for Erie. 1st and 10 now from the 40, a minute 16. Here's the play action. Oh, they'll run the little reverse. It's, a fumble! The Tigers, did they jump on it before it went out of bounds? They did! They did! The Tigers 1:08 left. They are going to win this thing. What an incredible turn of events this fourth quarter has brought. Oh my goodness. And we're looking to see if we can figure out who recovered. I think it was Caleb Thyssen. Who recovered that one? Caleb Thyssen on the recovery. I got goosebumps, folks. Holy cow. What a game this has been. Still feels like it's not over yet. And now a timeout on the field. And the Tigers, Montrose has one timeout, so if you're Erie, you just got to kneel it. 1:08 remaining, 29-28. The fourth quarter has been something that will go down in Erie lore, that's for sure. You're down 14 with a little over 5 minutes to play. You went down and scored with about 4 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. A perfectly executed onside kick. You score again, and then you force a fumble. That is something I don't know if I've ever seen calling football now for close to 9 years. Goodness. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. They are in victory formation with Barnett under center. He'll take the snap and kneel it. And Montrose will quickly call a timeout, and that is their last timeout. 1:04 remaining. Now if you're Erie, more than anything, you cannot commit a penalty. We talked about facing adversity with Coach Geiger. The Tigers haven't faced it, and all of a sudden you're staring a 2-score deficit in the face, and they're somehow able to find the resolve to come back and win this game. What a game. Second and 12 here. Montrose cannot stop it. You just got to get a clean exchange if you're Erie. Barnett will kneel it down, and the play clock will start. Let's see if we can cue up that fumble replay again. We take a look at that, and look, it was Ryan McConnell, the senior, causing the fumble, and Caleb Thyssen jumping on it before it went out of bounds. What a play by Ryan McConnell. With under 40 seconds, there's the snap, the kneel down, and that'll do it. Montrose can't stop it, and the Tigers come from behind, and they punch their ticket to the state championship. 29-28. Tiger fans with their phones out, they are in awe. And you got to hand it to these Montrose Indians. This is a fantastic team that clawed their way, and they just fell a little bit short. And you said the ball wasn't bouncing your way. You got the 1 or 2 bounces in the last 5 minutes that you needed. And the Erie Tigers, we will see you at Empower Field next weekend. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap things up here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event? And welcome back, Erie Tigers. Wow, what a game that was. A final score of 29-28. The Tigers come from behind to take the victory in just breathtaking fashion. Let's quickly recap this one as best we can. Tigers took the opening kickoff, drove it down the field, and scored. On their first possession of the game, Montrose would get it right back, and they would score. The Tigers would then drive down the field. They would turn it over on downs. Montrose would come down. They would end up turning it over on downs, and the Tigers were unable to execute. Montrose scored. They led it 14-7 at that time. Then Montrose came back, or Erie came back, and they were able to score right before the end of the half. With a minute 15 left, they scored with 15 seconds on the clock, and it was late half magic that did it today for the Tigers. They win at a halftime. It was all Montrose in the third quarter, just running it down the Tigers' neck, and they would jump out to a 28-14 lead with only 6 minutes left, and the Tigers had to act fast. They put a score in with 4:02 left, and that's when the magic happened. A little trick play onside kick that was perfectly executed by Dom Dutavio, and it was recovered by Sean Thomas Francisco. The Tigers would then score with about a minute 15 left, and our cameras are pointed toward the sky. They're all over the place, so we're sorry if you're not seeing anything on the NFHS network. And we'll try and get you a shot of what the crowd looks like right now. But the Tigers would then score, and Montrose, they get a 40-yard play coming out of the kickoff. 40 yards, first play. Second play was going for big yardage, and then Ryan McConnell will cue up that replay again. Take a look at this. Ryan McConnell comes, punches the ball out from behind. There's the ball on the turf, and Caleb Thyssen jumping on it right before it goes out of bounds. And the Tigers win it. After they went for two, they got that fumble, 29-28. Not the most concise recap, but our heads are still spinning. I mean, folks, people are crying on the sidelines. I've never seen anything quite like this. As what a magical finish if you're an Erie fan. What a heartbreaking loss if you're a Montrose fan. And, you know, just as a sidebar, I went out to Montrose for the Golf State Championships a few years ago. They couldn't be a classier host, classier bunch. And so I know that they are of good ilk out there in Montrose. And, man, you got to feel for them, because this is a heartbreaker that will burn deep into the psyche. But either way, the Tigers will win it. They will be going to the state championship next weekend. That will be broadcasted on the NFHS network. We will get audio rights. We will have that one from Empower Field on the radio for that. We'll try and set up a big-time pregame show for you as well, and we'll try and get started about an hour early in that one. But that will be live from Empower Field next weekend. What a game it was. One more time, the final score in this one, 29-28 for Jen May, Spencer, and Ethan. I'm Brandon. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, Tiger fans, we'll chirp at you later.